Hello, this is Åsa for the Crafty Maven Getaway and another Free Flow Wednesday. This week I teamed up with Lisa, Maggie Milo, to use up some of our stash. And we chose washi tape, since we, and I guess lots of you guys, have quite a supply of those. And it would be nice to just use it and get those rolls a bit smaller to make room for more rolls. I hope you understand that. I went through my box and picked out a bunch of blue, red and neutral ones. And I had an idea that I wanted to work with this photo, because my son has been struggling with going off the pacifier for some time now, and this week we took it away, definitely. And he's been doing really great. I didn't think that it was going to go this easy when we just went cold turkey. But he's been perfect with it, so he actually got a box of Lego this Friday just to celebrate and reward him some. I'm picking out a craft colored background paper, and I'm using one of my homemade bubble stencils. I make those using overhead plastic and my silhouette cameo, and I just in the Silhouette Studio program I draw a bunch of circles and just print or cut them out on the overhead plastic. The medium I'm using is a lightweight modeling paste from Winsor Newton, and I keep it just white. I didn't color it, so it was straight from the jar. I'm firing up my heat tool to be able to continue with my process, and I really love having the heat tool at just close by. So I have a device on the back side of my computer monitor, my screen, and where I think it's meant to put your headphones there, but it's perfect for the heat tool. So I have it just at arm's length reach, and it's very nice. I use it a lot for my projects. Then now I wanted to make this background a bit more interesting, so I chose another of my homemade stencil. It's basically the same kind of thing that I've made, but with much smaller circles, and they are much closer together, forming like almost like an animal pattern. And it's small, but you could only do those patterns in small chunks anyway, so I think it's perfect. And I try to place it off the edge at a couple places, and also I try to, when I use the ink pad and the small foam piece there, I try to press light and press harder, so that I get a texture that isn't too even. So this will be the foundation piece for my layout. And now it's time to start playing with the washi. And for the first piece there, I tried to be really like accurate and make it straight towards the edge of the paper, and then I just follow that line and go down the page with just rows and rows and rows of the chosen washi. And I don't think much about it, just try to put the red ones between the blue ones once in a while, and make it a bit like a piece of blanket or a striped pattern, just like mix it up. And this will be my photo mat. And I wanted, since our challenge was to use washi, I wanted to use the washi in a couple of different ways. So that photo mat there is the first, and now I'm making a banner or a bunting or something like that. I don't know what the appropriate word is. And I chose 3 different washi tapes because I wanted to keep it together a bit. And it's the flower one, the red, and the light blue, and also the newsprint one from I think it's from Ranger. It's actually the first washi tape that I ever bought. It was a pack from Ranger. I think you remember them. They were really special when they came out, and I so wanted to have it, but it cost a fortune. I don't think that I have ever paid as much for roller washi, but it's very, very versatile, and I use it a lot. And I will actually cry a bit when it runs out, because it's the best washi I have. It's just a newsprint, but it's so easy to use, and you can use it everywhere, and it gives a really nice foundation for just any project. So there's the flag banner, and now I took out a roller stamp, and I'm stamping this moment all around the photo block in a couple of different places, and in some places I just stamp half the word, and then I use the ink that's left on the stamp to make a more subtle imprint in a couple of more places there. So it's just an effect of blending the background into the photo block that I love using. But if you're going to use washi tape, you need to do it at one more place, don't you think? So in that bottom left corner, I wanted to make like a pile of washi. So I'm using the same rolls again, but this time I'm layering them on top of each other to form a corner treatment there. To not like an embellishing cluster, because I won't do much more with it, but at least it's a piece of washi art there. And using washi in 3 different places and using almost, I think it's 10 rolls of washi, I think that is a really nice way of using up some of the rolls I have. And I love this color combination. It becomes almost like Americana with the colors and the stripes and the stars and everything, and it's also got this kind of postage or international postage effect with that red and white and blue diagonal, and I like that a lot. To make the transition between the photo and the really busy background a bit less harsh, I place the photo on a piece of white vellum, and it's an effect that I enjoy using a lot, because it really tones down the edge a bit, and it gives a really nice effect. Now I'm having a bit of a problem with where to place the banner, because I don't have that much space at the top. If I had done this with some more planning, I would have placed the photo block perhaps half a centimeter more towards the bottom of the page. Then I would have had more room for the banner. But at this point I need to work with what I have. So it will be a banner towards the right on top of the layout. And I knew that I had these brads with like a hole in them for hanging stuff from, I knew that I had them somewhere in my stash, and I actually found them right away. So I use them to attach the banner, and I think it was a really nice thing to find in my stash, because I think I've had them for several years. It was back when brads was a big thing, and I just bought all the brads, or all the fun brads I could find, and I don't like to throw away things that I bought, so I keep all those things in my stash, and I think that it's really fun to actually use them when I remember them. The big problem is to remember them, I guess, because it's easy to forget them when you have that perfect moment or the perfect opportunity to use them. But in this case, I remember them, and it was a fun addition to this page. First, I thought that I would cut off that string and just tie a knot at those brads, but I let the thread hang down from the brad, and it became an embellishment, which was nice, and it gave the page some more movement. I used a fine liner pen, a black one, to draw two rather quick lines on each side of the page as a border, and this is a really nice effect that I try to do when I think that the pages are floating freely out into space and I want to frame them. Beside the layered washi piece, I'm writing my journaling, and it's basically what I told you in the beginning. We've been struggling with this pacifier thing, and now we have succeeded. The title is Goodbye Pacifier, and it's written in my native language, which is Swedish. The font for the thicker piece is Daiquiri in white, and the goodbye part on the photo is written with a font from Basic Gray, and I really love those alphas because they are very easy to use, and they are different from the small alpha tiles, and really sweet. They are available in a couple of different colors. I used a piece of that string to make a bow for the left corner there. This is the finished page with some close-ups, and I hope so much that you have enjoyed this process and that you will take a look at what Lisa has done in the same kind of challenge we had for the Free Flow Wednesday. So this is Åsa for the Crafty Maven Getaway. Hope to see you soon again. Bye!